Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a doubleheader, post-fight for the last card and a pre-fight for today's card. So I'll do a quick rundown post-fight of the last card real quick. The last card we had Blades versus Lewis main card, and to kick off the main card in the heavyweight division, we had Tom Aspinall defeat Andrei Arlovsky. And got this one right. Submission, rear naked choke, round 2. I believe I picked a knockout, but anyways, I had Tom winning. Then in the middleweight division, we had Phil Hawes defeat Nasruddin Imavov. I think I said that right. By decision majority. I think it should have been unanimous. Clear 29-28 unanimous, if not 30-27, but the right guy won the fight, and I knew the wrestling would be key for Phil Hawes. Then in the heavyweight division, again, we had Chris Dawkis versus Alexey Olynyk, and I picked Chris Dawkis here, and this was a first round knockout, and I figured Chris would work his hands and his footwork and land some clean shots, which he did. So TKO punches, round 1 for Chris Dawkis. Then we had in the featherweight division, Derek Minor versus defeat Charles Rosa by decision unanimous. Yeah, I thought Rosa would be able to out wrestle Minor, and didn't happen. But it was pretty much a one-sided fight, and 30-26, 30-27, and 29-27. And the thing is yeah, both these guys have been fighting for a long time, and yeah, this is definitely two tough, durable veterans that went at it on this fight. Then in the co-main event, in the catchweight bout at 138, we had Yana Kunatsukaya defeat Caitlyn Vera. Now, I did not see this coming. Decision unanimous win for Yana Kunatsukaya. I did not expect her to just dominate. You know, I believe it was the first 2 rounds were just clear wins for Yana Kunatsukaya, and it was an amazing fight for Yana. Great performance. Then in the main event, so yeah, Yana won. Yeah, then in the main event, in the heavyweight division, we had Derek Lewis defeat Curtis Blades, and it was a KO punch, round 2. Curtis looked like he was winning the first round, and then Derek Lewis came back in the second and just knocked him out with the uppercut, and then followed it up with punches on the ground. Yeah, good, clean win for Derek Lewis, and I think give him what he wants. If he wants Overeem next, if title shot, whatever, you know, I guess he needs to get his hand looked at. So as of this video right now, so yeah, good card. Then we move on to UFC Fight Night, Rosenstrok versus Cyril Gain, and yeah, pre-fight rundown of this main card. Let's get started. To kick off the main card in the featherweight division, we had Alex Bruce Leroy Casares versus Kevin Croom, and I'm going to go with Alex Casares here. I think he's looking good as of late, and I think he's found a stride for now. And you know, this guy, you know, people forget he's still not old, and he still has potential to move up the ladder. You know, who would have guessed? I mean, the guy's from, I believe, season 12 of Ultimate Fighter. He was on the GSP Josh Koscheck season of Ultimate Fighter, all the way back in no, that was 2011. No, 2010. Yeah, that was 2010. And we're still talking about him in the UFC. Pretty amazing. Yeah, that was 2010, all the way back then. And so, yeah, this is interesting stuff we're seeing from Alex Casares. Kevin Croom, he's looked overall good as of late as well. So this is going to be a good fight for Alex. And I think if Alex wins this, he should call for a top 15 opponent. Then, so I'm going to go with Alex on this by decision. Then in the women's strawweight bout, we have Angela Hill, Overkill Hill versus Ashley Spider Monkey Yoder. And, oof, this fight is just, they both need a win bad. I know Ashley's coming off a win, but she still needs another win to really hang in there, I think. And then Angela Hill is coming off a split decision loss, which I think she should have won that fight. The judges got it wrong. With that said, I'm going to go with Angela Hill. I'm going to say by unanimous decision here. I think she outlands Ashley Yoder on strikes and wins. I'll say 29-28. I think she loses a round, wins 2 rounds. Then in the bantamweight division, we have Pedro Munoz versus Jimmy Rivera. I'm going to go with Jimmy Rivera on here. I think he has the potential to get the knockout. And I'll say second round knockout. Then in the women's flyweight division, we have Montana De La Rosa versus Mayra Bueno Silva. I'm going to go with Bueno Silva here. I'm going to say by submission, round 2. You know what? I'll say round 1. I think Mayra's just going to be on a whole nother level here. Then in the co-main event in the light heavyweight division, we have Nikita Krylov versus Magomed Ankalaev. I'm going to go with Ankalaev by submission, round 1. I think he needs to take Nikita Krylov out early, and I think he will. I think he'll take it to the ground. And as much as Krylov has had some flashy submission wins, I think Ankalaev will deal with it and get in his guard and pound him out and get a submission and first round submission win for Ankalaev here. Then in the heavyweight division, in the main event, we have Giarzino Rosenstrok versus Cyril Gane. Yeah, this one, I'm going to go with Cyril Gane. I think he's coming in undefeated. He looked amazing against JDS, but so did Giarzino. Yeah, I think Cyril Gane has more tools to win. I don't see Giarzino as a wrestler or as a big-time submission artist. Most of his wins are knockout, which is still impressive, but I think Cyril Gane is just... he could take this to the ground if he wanted to. I can't believe I'm saying this. No disrespect to Cyril Gane, but just because he's known as a kickboxer, we haven't really seen much grappling. But I think in this fight we might see some grappling. But Cyril Gane, talented striker, and I don't think we've seen as much of his ground game as we could have in past fights, because he's gone the flashy knockout, so why does he? But I think this fight will force him to have to use the ground game, and I think he may do that. And I think he'll mix it up, and I think he will win ultimately by knockout, though. I think he'll keep Giarzino guessing and then land some clean shot. I'll say round 2. So I got a lot of finishes in this card, and so I got Gane by knockout, round 2. There you have it. There's my pre-fight. Until then, see ya.